Time to log off. Head back.
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony. This must be from Green Hibiscus. The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum Psycrane stands. Not on this stand.
Extractor cleaned or your star skip service?
It's a good thing you met me now.
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent. This is it. The mail the disciples wanted. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code. Code cracked. Huh. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are aware of a Seat of Divine Foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. Huh. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skip serviced?
I don't believe in ghosts.
An ancient game to make your brain feel brand new.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal. I like this kid. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Good. So do I. I used to think determination and hard work were enough to achieve that. But I've come to realize it's not that simple. During my many years as a Cloud Knight, I realized something. An individual's strength is limited. So I abandoned my mortal body and became a faithful servant of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personal. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions? That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't... It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security. I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of merciful Medicus. Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face...
Mauve Moon, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the...
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent...
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight, but...
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death with... Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you, in that case, divine foresight devil, it's time for you to meet your...
Ah, great. Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Merciful Medicus!
Combat is a series of precise machinations. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Naughty children, don't listen. Nap time.
Let me end your misery.
Time for a buzz.
Secret of the Saints!
Here comes the medicine.
Time for a detailed overhaul.
You're in bad shape.
Don't mess with me!
Can you let me have some time for a buzz?
Immortality!
What a headache.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress!
You won't get away.
You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable! Surrender, and I'll make it quick! Mortality means forever!
Combat is a series of precise machinations.
Savor the vigorous. Time for a buzz.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
A miracle!
What a headache. You won't get away! Let me end your misery. Who's next?
You're in bad shape. Time for a buzz. At this speed, too slow.
You won't get away!
Immortality!
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzhou lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzhou. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
Would you like me to relay your message?
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. Ah. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates, using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures, down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seed of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Can I help you? The Seed of Divine Foresight? Let me see the prescription. Oh, heavens above. It's a horrifying prescription, and I can't make any sense of it. Go and ask Lady Dan Shu. She's our chief alchemist. She may be sightless, but she's more qualified than all of us. She's no stranger to helping others, either. Always prescribing medicine to those in need. And free of charge. She'll certainly be willing to help the Seed of Divine Force. You can find her at Sinwood Pavilion.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. You have a very distinct scent. Losing one sense forces the other senses to become sharper. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me? Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
We might be in for tough times. It's making... Are you ready? Time to log off. Head back.
Ah, you're back. From the sound of your stride, I sense you're in good spirits. A person's footfall reveals a lot about their strength and emotions. Much like how a person's breath may serve as an indication of their overall health. Let's get down to business. I analyzed the prescription you procured, the draft of Draconic Surge. Now that I have a preliminary conclusion, it needs to be delivered to the seat of Divine Foresight. The conclusion... Put simply, I don't believe that the draft of Draconic Surge holds the cure to the Mara. Even in the foreseeable future, there will likely not be any such cure. I've compiled the details into a written analysis. If you're interested, feel free to take a look. This is a copy of pharmacological studies on the draft of Draconic Surge. If the Chief Counselor wants to see it urgently, I'll have to ask you to deliver it for me.
What is your purpose for entering this?
You're back. Anything you want? Wow. Even for those alchemists, that was fast. Don Shu. Wait. Why would the Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist be away from her post? I've heard that the chief alchemist is visually impaired. She rarely leaves the Alchemy Commission delve. She has a vast knowledge and expertise. No wonder she was able to analyze the pharmacology so quickly. Let me see her report. No cure? Where did these villains get their hands on such a complex prescription? This is infuriating. Still, This is a clue we can follow. Thank you. Please accept these gifts for your effort. Please, take them. You've done so much for the Lafu, for the Xianzhou. This is the least...
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end bars.
Ambrosial Arbor.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. My stay in Exalting Sanctum was supposed to be focused on treating people and delivering medicine. But the Seat of Divine Foresight tasked me with analyzing the prescription. I've been severely delayed. I've already concocted some of the medicine in question, but there can't be any further delays. Could you assist me in Thank you. The patient in question is a little girl. If she's gotten into any trouble, be sure to let me know when you get back. This is the medicine. Her house is near the Court of Tranquility. It shouldn't be hard to find her.
Ambrosial Arbor.
High-end bars. Best choice for galactic commerce.
Is this the one Don Shu sent me to find? Does she come here to treat other sightless people?
Aw, little Miss Lady can't see ahead, can't see right, can't see left. Heads to the east, she's stuck.
She can't get down.
Hey, what you looking at, Outworlder? Mind your own business.
Who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of this. I beat people up all the...
Yeah, get lost. Stop meddling in our business.
Boss!
Stop yelling and help me up already.
They used some kind of hidden power! I saw it! You're a cheater!
That's right. If you hadn't cheated, I would have knocked your life.
You sure about that, boss? They didn't even flinch. Ugh! Shut up! Boss, let's get out of here. We shouldn't fight anyone that doesn't respect martial art.
I'll let you off the hook this time. Next time we fight fair and square.
Yeah!
I'm okay. It's my fault. I shouldn't have wandered off on my own. Then I wouldn't have run into those guys. They always laugh at me for being blind. And they like to trip me up and steal my things. Thank goodness you were here. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let me off so easily. Oh, Don Shu, things are bad on the Lafu recently. Don Shu must be very busy.
Why does she wander about alone? Well, I've delivered the medicine. I should report back to Don Shu.
How was she? Did you deliver the medicine? She reminds me of myself when I was a child. I also had to find my way in the dark, face obstacles I couldn't predict, as well as deal with unconscious prejudices people had against me. If I was ever injured by bullies or after a fall, I'd run crying to the healers at the Alchemy Commission and ask them to heal me. I suppose that's why I followed in their footsteps, to pay a little kindness forward. Thank you for looking after the child. Could I ask? I want to meet the little girl. Can you lead me to her? I worry about her wandering around on her own. And I want to know what's been. Her parents passed away in the denizens of Abundance Wars. The relatives who took her in aren't close to her. And a healer's medicine might remedy one's physical health. But sometimes, the loneliness and hurt inside one's heart needs companion. She told me that whenever she's feeling troubled, she finds a quiet corner in the Artisanship Commission and just sits there, letting the sounds wash over her. Her parents used to be artisans in the Commission, so I think she has some nostalgic connection to the place. In all likelihood, that's where she'll be. There's danger around every corner these days, especially for a sightless child. What's happening? Is the girl in trouble?
Don't mess with me!
Time for a buzz. Time for a detailed overhaul. Come one, come all. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception. You're in bad shape. Time for a buzz.
It's all right. Everything's okay. You don't need to be scared anymore. She is here.
But when I think about all the trouble I've caused you...
Is that why you're crying? Maybe you should start getting used to this feeling, because in the next few centuries, visually impaired people like us will continue to require help from everyone we meet. So, if a little bit of guilt like this is enough to break your heart, then how will you manage such an arduous path? I'm not trying to console her. This is the reality. Walking alone in the darkness, fearing every incoming, invisible obstacle, unable to understand other people's descriptions. Everyone, everything is like a hot coal in the dark. Invisible, yet still as a long-life species. She can expect life to continue like this for nearly 8,000 years. She She must learn to depend upon herself rather than just foolishly waiting around for the next hero to swoop in and save. One hopes that would be the case, but that would require someone to be by her side every waking second of every day.
Hey, you're right.
Good. I hope you remember this place is too dangerous. Let's head back to Exalting Sanctum. Thank you again for all you've done. It would seem we incomplete ones are often bullied from a tender age. I endured numerous hardships to become Chief Alchemist. Yet, there are still things that leave me. That's the reason I said what I said. You might mistake my words for being hurtful. But the truth is, no amount of words can prepare her for what lies ahead. For long-life species, these things are permanent. Whether we are beautiful or ugly, tall or short, wise or foolish, all of it is encoded into our flesh from the moment we are born. The impairments of short-life species can be corrected with ingenia or surgery. But that's an impossibility for Xianzhou natives. No matter the method employed, our bodies will eventually return to their original states. I too was once a non-believer. I fooled myself into acquiring artificial eye implants. Soon thereafter, my sightless eyes began to regenerate, and I was left in pain and despair. That brief window of sight that I regained has turned into a perpetual source of anguish, forever etched into my mind. For long-life species, this incompleteness is a permanent, unavoidable tenance. What a joke. Even the denizens of abundance, so-called abominations, needn't endure such torture. Perhaps It's nothing. Forget it. Thank you for sticking with me through all of this. I think my aspirations in Exalting Sanctum have been met. For now. Oh. I have a gift for you. Though I'll need a little time to prepare it. See you soon, friend.
I came up from Star.
Go right ahead. Mr. CN said that making bookworms feel at home is more important than getting them to buy something. All we ask is that you find a quiet spot away from the browsing areas. Looks like the person you were waiting for has gotten in touch. Safe travels. Oh, maybe buy a book next?
came up from Starsky.
Ah, there you are, friend. You've been running so many errands lately. I'd like for you to take some useful items away with you. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I referenced some historical texts and concocted a medicine that can extend your lifespan and improve your health. I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet. And consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. As a nameless, it'll make your journey a much less arduous one. Well then, that's that. I've still got some other business to attend. Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you, in the true sense of the word.
It's not that I don't trust Shu, but this doesn't seem like something I should take. Something feels off. I'd better talk to Qingzu at the seat of...
I came up from Starsky. Hey,
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine force?
It's been a while. To what does this... I understand. You say you have suspicions about this pellet she gave you? How about this? Leave this Broomdew Concentrate pellet with me, and I'll find... I need to find a trustworthy alchemist, so you'll need to wait here a while. It isn't easy to find trustworthy people like yourself in these perilous times. Thank the stars you were wise enough not to take that pellet. My alchemists were able to extract many forbidden components. The result is identical to the disciple's mysterious prescription. I understand. Try not to be too... I had a suspicion that there might be a spy in the Alchemy Commission. But I never expected it to be someone so high up in the organization. I'll put out a wanted notice for Shu immediately. If you find any trace of her, take this Deeting with you. It might just help you find this... friend.
Shu isn't here. I've got it. Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the Deeting that Qing's... Time to come out, little Deeting. I need you to help me find Shu. That's... Shu. With a group of disciples. I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. She's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by her hands.
Yes, I am aware.
But...
I said she's my friend. Leave us.
Yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me. The head What a crude way of putting it. I am master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of Merciful Medicus, and I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance. Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you? That which the elixir seekers that arrive on the Xianzhou dream of. The formula to immortality. To take it is to initiate the transformation from a short-lived species into a Xianzhou person or an abomination, depending on your perception. Please believe me when I say that never once have I thought about harming you. I merely wanted to offer you the chance to obtain immortality and freedom. Friend, please, I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plagues author across the... Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand Merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy. Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully... I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is Merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Jing Yuan was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless.
I better report my findings to Qingzi.
Time to log off. I mean, head back.
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
Would you like me to relay your message?
How did it go? Did you manage to locate Donch? So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. I've got to once again. Thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Don Shu. Jing Yuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take good care of yourself. If you run into Don Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation. You deserve it.